December 1872. A merchant ship is spotted drifting silently across the Atlantic Ocean. Its sails are partly set, its cargo untouched, its supplies perfectly in order. But there is one chilling detail that sends shivers down the spine of the observer. The crew of 10 had vanished without a trace. This is the enduring mystery of the Mary Celeste, a tale of the open seas that continues to captivate and chill. In this video, we'll dive into the murky depths of this perplexing case, exploring the facts, the theories, and the lasting impact of one of history's most baffling maritime mysteries. Act 1. Discovery. The year is 1872 and the seas are a vast, unforgiving expanse where fortunes are made and lives are lost. Our story begins with the Mary Celeste, a brigantine, a two-masted sailing ship rigged on one mast like a schooner and on the other like a sloop. Built in 1861 in the shipyards of Newcastle, England, the vessel was owned by the wealthy and well-connected Benjamin Briggs, a name that would soon become synonymous with tragedy at sea. Under the command of Captain Benjamin Briggs, an experienced sailor with a reputation for steady navigation, the Mary Celeste set sail from New York on November 7th, bound for Genoa, Italy with a valuable cargo of industrial alcohol, wine, and assorted general merchandise. Among the crew were 5 Englishmen, 3 Irishmen, a Swede, and a Canadian, each with their own dreams and hopes for the future, all aboard the Mary Celeste. And then there were 2 additional souls on board, Captain Briggs's wife, Sarah, and their 2-year-old daughter, Sophia. The family, seeking adventure and a new life in Europe, decided to accompany the ship on its voyage. Little did they know this journey would become a haunting chapter in maritime history. As the ship cut through the waves, the crew bustled about their duties, tending to the sails, navigating the course, and ensuring the cargo remained secure. Life aboard the Mary Celeste was a routine of hard work and camaraderie, punctuated by the occasional moment of levity. But as the days turned into weeks, a sense of foreboding began to creep over the ship. Storms lashed out, testing the vessel's mettle, and the men faced the fury of the elements head-on. Then on December, when hope was at its lowest and spirits were dampened by the unrelenting cold and the relentless waves, the ship was sighted by another vessel, the Dei Gratia. Rescue was near, but as the Dei Gratia drew closer, it became apparent that the rescue would be more of a recovery operation than they first thought. Upon approaching the Mary Celeste, the crew of the Dei Gratia noticed something amiss. There were no sailors on deck, yet the ship seemed seaworthy. The sails were partly set, indicating that the crew had not abandoned ship due to distress. All the supplies, including the food and water, were intact, suggesting that the crew had not panicked due to scarcity. What was more, the ship was showing no signs of immediate danger. It wasn't sinking, it wasn't listing, and there were no visible breaches in the hull. The scene that greeted the Dei Gratia's crew was one of very calm amidst the turmoil of the high seas. It was as if the crew of the Mary Celeste had simply vanished into thin air. As the Dei Gratia's crew cautiously explored the Mary Celeste, they discovered further anomalies that deepened the mystery. They found the cargo of alcohol barrels intact, ruling out the possibility of a robbery or a riot. The ship's papers and logs were in order, providing no indication of any distress signals or impending doom. The captain's cabin was undisturbed, his meals still set out as if he had stepped away for a moment and never returned. Even the ship's cook stove was cold, but the firebox contained unburnt fuel, suggesting that the fire had been extinguished recently. The mystery deepened. Where could the crew have gone? Had they jumped ship willingly or been forced overboard against their will? The Dei Gratia's crew found no answers, only more questions. With the Mary Celeste in tow, the Dei Gratia continued its journey to Gibraltar, where the full weight of the mystery would be realized. As news of the ghostly ship and its missing crew spread, the world was left in suspense. The Mary Celeste, once a symbol of trade and travel, became a phantom, a specter of the sea that haunted the dreams of sailors and the imaginations of landlubbers alike. Act 2. The investigation. Upon reaching Gibraltar, the authorities launched a probe into the disappearance, hoping to unravel the enigma that surrounded the Mary Celeste. As investigators combed through every available piece of evidence, a grim fact emerged, pointing to a tragedy of immense proportions. The officers and crew of the Dei Gratia meticulously documented their observations, noting that the Mary Celeste was seaworthy and that the cargo remained intact, offering no clues as to the crew's whereabouts. The ship's manifest provided a list of the crew and passengers, each name representing a life that had abruptly ceased to exist. The investigation uncovered no evidence of violence or struggle, nor did it find any indication of foul play or piracy. The cargo of alcohol barrels was untouched, making it unlikely that the crew had succumbed to the temptation of their valuable wares. The ship's surgeon's kit was complete, suggesting that no one had fallen ill and perished. And the ship's cook stove was cold, yet the firebox contained unburnt fuel, suggesting that the fire had been extinguished recently. As theories abounded, the investigators clung to the belief that there was a rational explanation for this perplexing incident. Perhaps the crew had taken to the lifeboats, fearing for their safety. Or maybe they had been overcome by some invisible force, abandoning ship in a frenzy of terror. Whatever the reason, the ocean had swallowed its secrets, leaving only questions in its wake. Act 3. The theories. In the absence of concrete evidence, theories about the Mary Celeste disappearance ran rampant, each attempting to explain the inexplicable. Some whispers spoke of pirates, daring bands of marauders who had boarded the ship and claimed its cargo and passengers, taking them away to distant shores where they met a gruesome fate. Others suggested mutiny, a rebellion of the crew against the strict and unforgiving discipline of Captain Briggs, leading to a violent struggle and the abandonment of the ship. But these theories lack substantial evidence. There was something more intriguing, a scientific theory. The ship's cargo, primarily alcohol, could have leaked, filling the hold with dangerous fumes. Imagine the crew succumbing to these fumes, succumbing to hallucinations and panic, believing the ship to be in grave danger. In a mad dash for the lifeboats, they fled, leaving behind the only home they knew. There was also the natural disaster theory. A sudden storm or waterspout could have struck, causing the crew to abandon ship and seek safety in the lifeboats. Perhaps they were overwhelmed by the ferocity of the elements and unable to resist the tug of the raging seas. Then there was the paranormal. Ghosts, sea monsters, alien abductions, they all played a part in the folklore that grew around the Mary Celeste. Legends tell of a cursed ship, doomed to wander the oceans, forever searching for its lost crew. But amidst these fantastical tales, one question echoed across the ages. What really happened to the Mary Celeste and her crew? Was it the sinister touch of pirates, the dark turn of mutiny, the haunting call of the deep, or something beyond human comprehension? Act 4. The lasting mystery. Despite endless speculation and numerous expeditions to uncover the truth, the fate of the Mary Celeste and her crew remains a baffling enigma. The ship continued to sail under new captains, but its reputation was forever tarnished by the curse of its former crew. Some say the ship's figurehead, a woman holding a child, symbolizes the innocence lost on that fateful voyage. Others believe that the very mention of the ship's name is enough to invite misfortune upon oneself. To this day, the Mary Celeste serves as a chilling reminder of the unforgiving nature of the sea. It stands as a testament to the fragility of human life and the enduring power of the unknown. The ocean depths conceal countless mysteries, and the disappearance of the Mary Celeste and her crew is one that continues to captivate and terrify. In the hushed tones of late-night conversations, the tale of the Mary Celeste is passed down, serving as a cautionary tale for those who dare to venture into the uncharted waters of the sea. So when you hear the mournful cry of a lonely foghorn or the crashing of waves against the shore, remember the ghost ship sailing silently across the horizon, forever searching for answers, forever bound to the eternal mystery of the Mary Celeste. And as you watch the waves ebb and flow, ask yourself, what would you do if you were aboard the Mary Celeste on that fateful voyage? Would you stay and face the unknown or flee in the face of danger? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. The Mary Celeste remains one of history's greatest maritime mysteries. Was it panic, disaster, or something far more sinister that befell the ship and its crew? Perhaps we may never know for sure, but the legend of the Mary Celeste serves as a haunting reminder of the power of the sea and the enduring allure of the unknown. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, and share with your friends. We look forward to bringing you more captivating historical tales. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep discovering.